Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. This is one of my favorite quotes that I've come across recently, and I'd love to share a little bit more with you in this video. Hello and welcome to those who are new, and welcome to the 100-day video challenge that I have set for myself in regards to consistently making content in the explained 100 days and also breaking through actually talking to a camera and posting it online. So as you can tell, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this, like a bit more animated, and really enjoying the process that's happening. Even though there's been a couple of days where I may have recorded a little bit late and didn't have the energy, I still stuck to the thing. So back to the original quote. I feel like this is something that really stops a lot of people from actually getting started in their journeys. Definitely people like myself who are a little bit neurospicy, we tend to get distracted by all the things, but then also locked into the fact that we decide that we need like the perfect camera sort of thing, or the perfect amount of knowledge so that we can share, or like the perfect circumstance which is forever out of reach. But we all know that that's very rarely the case, and in the meantime, the time that we have wasted trying to get all those little ducks lined up in a row, we could have simply started. So the way that I've found personally to get past that is to make it as easy as humanly possible. Those who have followed me from the very start will know that I have gone through the wave of the different like recording like setups and that sort of thing. But at the start, it was simply to just get my camera and talk to it and post it. That was it. There was no fancy editing, there was no ring lights, there was no colors behind me. That has come over time. For those who don't know, fun little fact, I am a jouster and knight, who my knightly motto is Semper Discerns, Semper Crescente, which means always learning and always growing. And that is exactly what I am aiming to do with these videos, is to build my knowledge and grow. In terms of the knowledge part, it is about 20% research and now 80% doing the thing. As you can see, I wrote the quote on my hand because my little ADHD brain needed a cue card for tonight. Yes, so thank you for those who have been on my journey so far. You would have seen the transformations over time from like my setup and how I'm actually using more of my energy in these videos, which is very cool. Fun fact, I used to work hospitality for a long time and found that when I was like in a real slump and I had to use my spoons for like communicating with general public, taking a big breath in and then exerting the energy really helped. So it was just that little moment that I could get for myself to actually be the energy that people would expect from me as a customer service person. Yes. So I'm going to use my handy dandy cue card. Haha, handy. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. If you're currently in a position where you are procrastinating on a thing, my suggestion and advice, if you want to take it, completely fine. If not, would be to look at what you're trying to do and how can you make it the easiest thing possible. So if it is like getting fit and healthy, it might be popping on your shoes and just walking around a room. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to go for a 5 mile or 5 kilometer if you're in Australia like me. I don't know why I said mile. I'm going to go for a run, and you've not sort of even been off the couch to sort of build up strength or endurance. Then you do the thing, you hate it, and you never do it again. Let's make it as easy as possible to just start. and then stick with that for, let's say, 2 weeks, and then progress to something else. Or progress as it feels right. But if you feel that one day you go a little bit harder and it's like it's really uncomfortable, instead of quitting, just scale back a bit. It's okay. You don't have to go full pedal to the metal. You can just scale it back a little bit. Make it so that it's a tiny bit challenging to keep our brains occupied, because otherwise it gets bored and it likes to create all these false scenarios. We do it. And make it enjoyable if you can. We're quite creative as we are, so we have the power to do that. Yes, that would be my shared wisdom for tonight's video. If you've enjoyed this and you've been following me for a little bit, or it's your first time, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay alongside me on this journey of the 100-day video challenge, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.